Time to eat. Food is from, I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's on 45th Street in Highland, Indiana. And they make the best, and I mean the best, roasted chicken that you can get in this area. Beats Popeyes and KFC hands down. If you get a chance, check it out. I think it's called Ariello's or something, Aranello's, or something like that. Good stuff. Look at those potato wedges. Those are roasted potato wedges with seasoning. Absolutely delicious.
And it comes with coleslaw?
Yeah, it's a half a pound.
And bread.
Yep.
Now they look a little squishy because we've been traveling. When we travel on our travel days, when we finally get to our destination, we always bring dinner with us because by the time we finish setting up, it's usually late and I don't want to cook. Plain and simple.
Nobody should have to cook. It was dark when we got here and it's even darker now. We got the slides out. We got everything leveled. Level's not working so hot, even though I thought I adjusted it correctly. It seems to be a little bit off. You don't know me very well, but I am a stickler for details.
He is.
And I expect it to be perfectly level when I push the button for it to level. And there's an adjustment for that, so I'll have to go back through the manual and look and see how it is again that I reset to so that it's level. Anyway, I'm hungry.
So our second dinner in our new RV, and this is our first dinner on our maiden voyage camping, and we are in Indiana Dunes State Park. There is also a national park, but we are on the state park side, and we will show you more coming up.
Yeah, stay tuned because tomorrow we're going to be doing some walking around. It's supposed to be really, really nice. We're really excited about that because it's like the 4th day of March, and here we are. We're going to have some 60-degree weather, so it should be really, really nice for us to get some footage and take you on a walk around the place.
see every day. It's a snowbank. And it's freaking warm out here.
How you doing? So today is our last day here at Indiana Dunes State Park, and this is our first time here at this park, as well as our maiden voyage in our new Wraith.
So we got here Friday evening. It was twilight, so it wasn't quite dark. We had some fun getting it parked and getting it adjusted. We like to use walkie-talkies when we're doing the parking, especially backing into a space that you're unfamiliar in the dark time. Most important. We had some really nice weather yesterday, up in the 70s here for sure. Definitely short sleeve and shirts. A lot of people were coming to the park yesterday. We heard about lines outside, people waiting to get in, waiting as long as 45 minutes just to get into the park today, or yesterday when it was warm. Today it's not so warm. It was about 39 degrees, and last night it was super windy. Windy enough to actually we could feel the RV rocking back and forth. As big as we are, that's a lot of wind to be able to push this guy around. So first camping trip, we consider it a minor success. We did have a few items that we forgot, not to mention, you know, the little slinky. We got the slinky, but we didn't get the elbow that goes into the sewer pipe. So we were fortunate that we had friends coming over to visit us last night, and they saved our butts.
Literally. Mike was stressing about how to dump the black tank, and you know, then having to go home with the black tank full, and where we were going to dump once we got the elbow to the stinky slinky. But yeah, my friends came through, our friends came through. We wanted to do a little quick blurb with them, but they are camera shy, so we respect that. But we want to give a shout out to Fran and Dave. Thank you so much for the stinky slinky and coming to dinner here with us here at Indiana Dunes State Park. We had a blast, and we are looking forward to camping with you guys. This year's kind of full up for us, so maybe the following year.
So this is what we forgot. We forgot this little gem right here. We have one, but for whatever reason, I got the slinky in there, but not this part. So anyway, we got an extra one now.
Yes, we do. Now, if you've never been to Indiana Dunes State Park, you should be aware that there is also Indiana Dunes National Park. I haven't seen the National Park, I've never been there, but the state park side is very pretty. It is March. Today is the 13th of March, a Sunday, and the leaves from October are still on a lot of the trees. There is a very stark beauty here with the trees. A lot of them are bare. Again, there's a lot of October or fall foliage on the leaves, but there are some evergreen trees. There are some evergreen trees here that are, you know, they never lose their leaves, but the deciduous trees, there's a lot of bare trees. And again, there's a stark beauty here. There's also a lot of trails if you like to go hiking. There is a beach nearby, and they have a building that has like a concession stand, a restaurant. It is currently closed for remodeling, so I'm not sure what else is in there. During the summertime, there's a separate concession stand also along the beachfront, and this is a very quiet time of year. There weren't that many campers here when we first got here on Friday, but Saturday we probably had a good 15-20 campers here. Several of them in tents, so I feel for them for last night's windstorm.
Yeah, the winds were like 40, 50 miles an hour at least. There was a lot of things being tossed around. We brought everything in. We did leave the slides out. I didn't think about it until later that maybe that wasn't such a great idea because of the toppers, but I checked out this morning and everything was fine. So I probably needlessly worried about that this morning. The spaces here are really, really nice. They're very large. They are all cement, fairly level. We used the auto jacks to level it out, and the front wheels are about that far off the ground. So
they were worse yesterday.
Yeah, I re-leveled it.
When I took the girls out to go to the bathroom, I took them for their walk. Coming back, I'm looking kind of at the front end of the Wraith, and it was much higher off the ground than that.
Yeah, it's kind of unnerving to know that the front end of this vehicle is up in the air and off the ground, and you know, but I guess the jacks are designed to handle that. Doesn't make me feel very comfortable. So next time we're going to bring the little orange blocks that we used with the Sunseeker to put them under the wheels just in case that happens. I just don't like it being up in the air like that. I want something on the ground, you know, besides the jacks.
Yeah, because my first impression was, holy moly, that the front wheels were just way up there. So it was a little unnerving to me to know that that was there. The jack system, I believe, can handle the front end being up, but I don't believe you really want to have that up in the air all the time.
Yeah, well, it just occurred to me that if we ever had a flat tire, we don't need a jack. We got them underneath there. We could just jack it up in the air, and then somebody could come along and change the tire for us. I don't know if you've ever seen the tires on a semi-truck, but we're the same size, 22.5 inches. And those things are huge, and they are big. And we actually have a toolkit to, if we ever need to change out a tire. There's a toolkit that I guess the mechanic, when they come along to change these tires, that's what they need in order to be able to take the tire off and put a new tire on. Never heard of it, but we're still learning things about our unit. Went around yesterday doing a bunch of little personalizations, hanging things up. We really haven't got around to that. So this was a good opportunity for us to take some time to think about where we wanted things hung. We put some baskets up. We put the paper towel holder up, very important. Put up a little electrical outlet by the table because we always using our electronic devices at the table. And what else did we do? I don't remember.
Oh. Key holders.
Key holders, yeah. Hung command strips, you know, those things are great. our walls are textured, so it doesn't really, you can hear the scratching, that's the texture. Anything that, like a command strip, is not going to adhere very well to it. So we'll have to think of a better way to do that. Got some great double back tape that we used on the electrical outlet plug. I'll probably include a picture, you know, somewhere. But got to watch a little bit of TV. TV reception is okay, but not the greatest.
But it didn't really help with the wind. I think a lot of that had to do with the wind and
the rain too. The rain will affect the TV signal.
Yep, we had rain, we had lightning, yeah, and a lot of wind. Also, if you've never been here, please check out Indiana State Park. Tell us if you've been here before. Tell us what you like about it, what you would like to see better from the park system here. There are two loops here where people can camp. There is a youth group camp, or a tent only. There are 3 sites for youth tent camping. And again, lots and lots of trails. There's beachfront. Lots of things to do, I believe, here. I think in the national park, some of the people that I know who have gone there have done some kayaking, I think they have swimming there as well. Not positive about that. But there's a lot to do here, and it's really, really close to where we live, which is why we chose this park to come here on our maiden voyage.
Yeah, we fixed a couple things while we were here. We had the door frame. There's a track for the door is a sliding door, and the whole track fell down, and of course the door came with it. And thank you. Here, you gotta come down here. So the whole track fell down, and I was really hesitant about putting it back up. They used these long, I guess they were just deck screws or whatever, and they just came right out of the ceiling. That's the joy of RV ownership. You find lots of things to repair or to do, you know, around your RV. So if you're DIY RVer, you know, you have a plethora of things that you can fix and repair and you know, add and all that. So I fixed that. I got the frame back up. I used some well nuts to do that. I was a little afraid because I had to use a drill to drill a bigger hole in the ceiling, and I wasn't really comfortable with that, but I knew I had to do something in order to get those to stay up there. It seems to be holding. I still need to get the door hung from the posts so that it'll be able to slide back and forth, but at least it's not on the bed anymore.
So anyways, if you are in the area and you get a chance to check out Indiana Dunes State Park or even the National Park, I would highly recommend it. It is very nice right now at this time of year. Oh, and if you don't like train noise, there's a little bit of train noise. I don't find it offensive, but at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, the trains are still running because there's also a commuter track to Chicago very close by. So if you don't like the train noise, you might not like it here as well, but I don't believe I heard any trains after, say, 9 o'clock. I don't know about the National Park since I've never been there, but I would highly recommend this park. There seems to be a lot to do. There's programs at the Nature Center, which reminds me, we went yesterday to what they call Turtle Time.
Yeah.
And I love turtles. I'm more of a sea turtle person, and I know nothing about land turtles. I know that there are snapping turtles. That's it. And we were educated on some turtles. There were painted turtles and a snapping turtle. And we learned about how their ages can be told. If they're an aquatic turtle, it's a little harder because they have these little scaly thingies on their shells, which is made of bone, and which I didn't know. And the scales for the aquatics, they fall off because they're in the water all the time. Whereas if it's a land turtle, then they add rings, like the rings of a tree, and so therefore their ages can be told, or at least be seen, much easier than the aquatics.
Yeah, they can determine their age by the number of rings, like counting them.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
just like a tree.
And it was so much fun, and there's so many other programs that the Nature Center here puts on and provides. So if we ever come back here again, I'm looking forward to checking out the Nature Center a little bit more, maybe doing some hikes and whatnot, but that's in the future for us to decide.
Yeah, one of the things about the national parks that you might not be aware of, and I'm not 100% sure on this, I'll have to check. The national parks are usually primitive, meaning you're not going to have any electricity, you're not going to be able to hook up to water or to sewer, but if you're tent camping, you don't really need all that stuff. And you know, of course, if you want a boondock, that's a good way to do that, to at least practice, so that you know you're nearby something that, I don't know, whatever. You might like boondocking.
And I'm sure that they have facilities there to shower and use the restroom. Obviously, they're going to need that. But again, I've never been to the national side. I don't think you have either, have you?
No. I remember looking at it, and I thought this was all a national park. I didn't realize there was a state park.
Right. And the only reason why I knew it was a state park is because I was here a long time ago, and I really don't remember much of it at that time. So
You're giving away your age.
No, I'm not. But anyway, yeah, there is a Indiana National. Oh, let me back up. So anyways, yes, there is the Indiana Dunes National Park, and then there is the Indiana Dunes State Park. So if you get a chance, check them out. I think you will enjoy it as much as we have, and apparently as a lot of other residents in the area do when they come here for a day. For example, maybe participating in some of the programs at the Nature Center, coming out for a couple of hours of hiking, enjoying the beach when it's warmer. This is a really cool place. So again, hopefully we'll be able to come back here, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, because I know that camping season is going to start opening up, and this place is packed, at least as far as I know, for the rest of the season. So we may come back after the season closes. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, I was really surprised yesterday by how many people showed up. There was lots of cars in the parking lot for the Nature Center, so everybody was definitely taking advantage of the warmer weather. We did, so.
Okay. So until next time, this is On Island Time, and we will see you riding the wave.
Okay.
Bye.
I finally let her drive.